figures.
Yeah,
Congruent
congruent figures. Okay, then Ashish, tell me.
Congruent figures, ma'am.
Congruent figures. So, what do you mean by congruent?
Both the shapes and the sizes are equal.
Yeah, both shape and size should be equal. So, the word means to be equal, to equal. Okay, good. And then, is that the only thing we saw in last class? Congruency of figures? We specifically moved into something, right? Congruency of
Which circle is line segments are crossed, or it will be having same size, and but they are congruent or not.
Okay, we checked for line segments, congruency for line segments, then squares.
Circles,
Mm-hmm.
squares and rectangles, ma'am.
Did we check for rectangles also?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah. Then we checked for circles, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Even also triangles, ma'am.
Yeah, triangles. Yes.
Polygons.
Is Japhnavi falling on?
Ma'am, polygons also we have checked now, ma'am.
Yeah,
That means
polygons.
we just discussed.
Yeah, we discussed about polygons, the congruency of polygons is. And then, do you remember the word CPCT? I just said, I don't know whether you remember. Yeah.
Congruent, congruent polygon.
Is that polygon? Congruent part, congruent? Yes, Satyra, please continue. Congruent?
Corresponding parts of congruent triangles.
Yes, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we have seen till there. Okay, then let's go into that. 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we have discussed about when two figures are congruent. We discussed about the congruency of circles, squares, even triangles, polygons, and yeah. Then we have seen that if two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are also equal, right? So if you take the vertices, then the corresponding we denote it like if you take two triangles, triangles ABC and triangle PQR. So look at this fifth point. So there we represent their vertices are corresponding. So we will represent like A corresponds to B, and we use this double-sided arrow, B to Q and C to R, and also we will write triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Do you still remember the notations? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And then we have seen CPCT. So it is corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and we have said that we have checked that they will be always equal. Okay. Now I have some questions for you. So I would like to see the answers in your chat box. Yes. Yeah. So these questions are true or false. So the first one, two circles of radii 10 centimeter are congruent.
Yes, ma'am. True, ma'am.
Answer through chat box. Let me see all the answers. I got two. Yes. Okay, I got only 5. What about Venkat? What do you think? Venkat? Is that a true statement or a false statement? Geetika, I didn't see your answer.
Ma'am, I have answered through chat box.
Yeah, got it. Okay, Saraswati, your answer. So most of you have answered it to be true. Yes. So two circles are congruent if they have the same radii or same diameter. We can say both. So here these two circles are congruent because their radii is same. It is 10 centimeter. Yes. Yeah. Even Ramya has given the reason also. Yeah. Good. Now the next one. So two square of side 4 centimeter are congruent. Is that a true statement or a false statement? Okay, answer. Yes. Okay. So all the answers I am getting is true. So here, can you tell me why two squares? So why is this a true statement? So I would like to have Swatika to answer this.
Ma'am, the measurements and sides are same.
Yeah. So here the sides are 4 centimeters. So for squares, we only need to check whether the sides are equal. So here the two squares are having the same measurement. So they are congruent. Yes, good. Now the next question. So I would like to have Ramya, can you read the question?
Yes, ma'am. Triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Then B is congruent to Q and
Is that
angle
congruent? B, first option A, B, is that congruent to Q or something else?
corresponding.
Yeah, corresponding. Yes, Jafnavi, it is corresponding. B corresponds to Q. So the first question there is B corresponds to Q. So state whether this is true or false. So the vertex B corresponds to the vertex Q. That's the statement here. So yes, it's corresponding. So corresponds here, corresponds. So state whether it is a true statement. Yeah, I got Ramya's true. Okay. Now Geetika, tell me, why do you say this is a true statement?
Ma'am, because it corresponds.
Because I didn't hear that. Can you repeat? Yes, Geetika? Can you repeat that, Geetika? Because I couldn't hear that. I just heard because. Yes, who can answer why is that a true statement? Yes, I am getting some answers. Corresponding vertices are equal. Yes. So here B, since triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, we can say that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, and hence the vertex B corresponds to vertex Q. Yes. So you cannot say corresponding vertices are equal. We can say corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, and here the vertices are corresponding. Okay. The vertices are not equal. It's just they are corresponding. Okay. And the next option, option B, angle A is equal to angle P. So is that a true statement or a false statement? Okay, answer. Okay, I am getting so many answers. Okay, good. Now I would like to see Siddhartha's answer. Siddhartha, can you tell me, is that a true statement? Angle A is equal to angle P. Why so many are not answering? I would like to see all the answers now. Yeah. Okay, even I am getting reasons. Good. Gayatri, I am not seeing your answer also. Gayatri, can you tell me the answer? Is this a true statement?
Yes, madam.
Okay, why do you think these angles are equal? Yeah,
The triangle ABC
triangle ABC.
is equal to triangle PQR, no, madam.
It is not equal, they are congruent. Okay, this symbol, there is one more symbol above this equal to, so it means it is congruent. Yes, since these triangles are congruent, how can we say these angles are equal? Yeah, you are getting to the point. So, one more thing. Who can help her?
Ma'am, can I help to her?
Yeah, sure. Tell me. Help her. Answer that. Yeah, she just.
Ma'am, she said that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, no, ma'am.
Yes.
In that only there is an answer, ma'am.
Yeah.
That when we draw a figure, ma'am, for example, in the mind like that, here angle means B is corresponding to Q, ma'am. It is true, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because by the CPCT rule, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you tell me what is CPCT?
Ma'am, corresponding parts of congruent triangles.
Yes. CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Okay. So, by using this we will just say that the angles are congruent. So, by CPCT, since CPCT are equal, so if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts will be equal, and by that we can say that these two angles are equal. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so the next question, if triangle PQR is congruent to triangle LMN, write the corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So, I would like to have all the corresponding angles here. So, yeah, Supraja, can you tell me one pair of corresponding angles?
Yes, ma'am. Angle P is corresponding to angle L, ma'am.
Yeah, angle P is corresponding to angle L. So, we can say that angle P is equal to angle L. Yes, good. And now, I would like to have Surya Narayana, can you tell me another pair? You can answer through chat box, children. I will check there also. Okay. Surya Narayana? Yeah. Ramya. Okay, I got Ramya's answer. Good. Saraswati, can you tell me one pair of angles which are corresponding here? Okay, Geedika, I got two answers. Yes, as they are telling. So, angle P is corresponding to angle L. What about angle Q? Angle Q corresponds to
Angle M, ma'am.
angle,
M.
yeah, angle M. And what about angle R?
It is
Angle
corresponding
M,
to
ma'am.
Angle
N.
N. So, we can say that angle Q is equal to angle M and angle R is equal to angle N. Now, let us look at the sides. Okay. So, PQ, the side PQ.
LM, ma'am.
Yeah.
LM, ma'am.
Side PQ will be corresponding to LM. So, we can say that PQ is equal to LM.
Corresponding to
Yeah, PQ corresponds to LM. So, that is correct. So, this is our now QR. What about the side QR?
MN, ma'am.
Yeah, MN. QR corresponds to MN.
M.
So, see, so here triangle PQR we write, we look at the order. If the two triangles are congruent, we look at the order and we can just say the corresponding parts. Okay, so here PQ, that corresponds to LM. QR corresponds to MN. Now let's look at PR. This is another side. PR.
LN, ma'am.
corresponds to
Yes. Corresponds to?
PR corresponds to LN.
Yeah, LN. So this is the correspondence. So we'll write PR corresponds to LN. So I think this is clear for all. Is this topic clear?
Yes, ma'am. This concept clear.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now we will move on to something else. Now quickly take your notebooks and draw two triangles. And there is one condition. One side of the triangle should be 3 centimeter. Okay, that's the only condition. Quickly draw two triangles. Each of these triangles should have one side 3 centimeter. Okay, quickly draw. And tell me when you finish. So I will give you 2 minutes. It's very easy. Take a scale and a pencil. That will be enough to draw these triangles, right? So 3 centimeter and then draw a triangle. Similarly, so I am taking here 3 centimeter. Yeah. So 2 triangles. Yes, Ramya. So you have finished. Okay, let's wait and let others also finish. Yeah. I'll give you 1 more minute, okay? Quickly finish. We need to do so many things today. Did you finish? Okay. Now, my question is, are these triangles congruent? So you have drawn 2
Yes, ma'am.
triangles. Yes? Yes, Ashish?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, they are congruent, ma'am.
Okay, you got the triangles congruent. Can you show it to us? Can you switch on the video and show it to us?
Ma'am, I didn't draw that, ma'am. I can.
No. You have to draw. Draw and tell me. Draw using a scale and pencil. Measure this 3 centimeter. Yes.
Ma'am, I have one small doubt.
Yeah.
We want to draw the 3 centimeter side on the similar position, ma'am, or can we change?
You can change. There is no condition like that. So see, only condition is that 2 triangles should have 3 centimeter as one side. Okay, the measurement of one side should be 3 centimeter. Okay, you can draw any way you like. So there are 2 triangles and one side of these triangles is 3 centimeter. See, I have drawn one equilateral triangle and one right triangle. Similarly, quickly draw. And tell me whether your triangles are congruent. So have you finished? Gayatri told me she has finished. So Gayatri, is your triangles also congruent? Yes? Are they congruent? Yes, children, what do you think? Are they congruent? Okay, then let's look at this figure itself. What do you think? Are they congruent?
No, ma'am.
These 2 figures are not congruent, ma'am.
Yeah, they are not congruent. See, by looking itself, we can say that they are not congruent. So,
Because angles are also different, ma'am.
Yeah, angles are also different. So if you have one side, and then you cannot tell whether the triangles are congruent, right? So it could be any way. So here you have a 1.8 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 2.4 centimeter, and this there is an equilateral triangle 3 centimeter. So these two triangles could never be congruent. So yes, so we cannot say that two triangles with one side equal can be congruent. Sometimes it could be, but there is no surety of it, right? So let's see if there is one angle also given, one side and one angle. So draw two triangles with one side 4 centimeter and one angle 50 centimeter, like this. And tell me when you finish, okay? Take a protractor and mark this 50 degree, or and then you can even use a compass to do that. Make sure one angle is 50 degree and one side is 4 centimeter, okay? Draw two triangles like that. Have you finished, children?
2 minutes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Here also my question is, check whether these triangles are congruent. Whichever you have drawn, is that congruent or not? Did you finish, Harika? Okay. Then look at these figures. So here I have two triangles.
Completed, ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me, are they congruent?
No, ma'am, they are not congruent.
Yeah. So Ramya is telling me she didn't get the triangles to be congruent. So who else have finished?
Ma'am, can we change the angle also?
Which angle?
50 degrees is there, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can we change it in other directions?
Yeah, you can take any angle to be 50 degrees and any side to be 4 centimeter. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So even if you do that, so let's look at this figure. So here, here I'm sorry. Okay. Here we can say that these two triangles are not congruent, right? So if I place one above the other, they are not properly fitting. So these two triangles, are they congruent? Triangle ABC and triangle PQR?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, they are not.
The angles are different, ma'am.
Okay, their angles, even though there is one side 4 centimeter and one angle 50 degree, they are not congruent. So we can say that if one pair of sides or one pair of sides and one pair of angles are given also or equal also, then also the triangles may not be congruent, right? So now let us see another word. Okay, yeah. So here, okay, here I have two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, and it is given that two sides, that is AC and AB, two sides are given and one angle, including angle is also given. Okay, so let me just show you that. So two sides AC, AB and one angle ACAB. So the including angle and two sides are given. So here also, so the sides PQ and QR as well as the including angle PQR is given. So the measures are like AC is equal to QR. So AC and so this side and this side are equal and their measure is given to be 9.3 centimeter. Now AB and PQ is equal and their measure is 9.2 centimeter, and this angle, so angle A is equal to angle Q and it is 30 degree. So we are going to check whether these triangles are congruent. Do you think they are congruent? What is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now Ashish is telling me it is congruent. Okay. Okay. Now let's check. Okay. So let's check this side first. So what will be the measure of this side? What is the measure?
5 centimeters, ma'am.
Yeah, it may be 5 accurately. It's not 5, right? It is something near
Ma'am, 4.8 centimeters.
4.8 or 7, right?
7, ma'am.
Yeah, 4.8 or 7. Okay. Yeah, 4.7. Let's agree on 4.7. Now I am going to measure this side.
And this is also 4.7.
Yeah, so this is also 4.7, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll write it is 4.7 and
Yes,
this
ma'am,
is also 4.7. So the sides are equal right now. Now let's look at the angles. Okay, we will check one angle and then see. So let's check angle B. So what is the measure of angle B?
$80 degrees, ma'am.
Not 80 degrees, ma'am, exactly.
How?
Approximately, ma'am.
Approximately it's 80 degrees, ma'am.
Approximately it is 80 degrees. So in through which direction did you take? This or this? This, right?
Ma'am?
Yeah. No. 1 second. Yeah, it's like 76 maybe. So approximately 80. Yes, let's see that. So now let's.
7, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
77 to 78, ma'am.
Yeah, 77 to 78. Okay. Now let's place it here somewhere. So let me just place it here.
Ma'am, this is also approximately 80 degrees, ma'am.
Okay, let's see, so it will be, yeah, it is also approximately 77 or 78, right? So now what about the other angle? It will be also, can I say the third angle will also be equal? Do
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
yeah, how can I say that the third angle will be equal?
Hypotenuse side, ma'am.
Okay, they are not right angles, so you cannot say hypotenuse and all, right? So
Okay,
you
ma'am.
have the measure of two angles and they are, in the two triangles they are equal. So what about the third side? Will that be also equal?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So why do you say that they will be also equal?
Because by based on CPCT, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, they are equal.
No, we haven't till proved that these triangles are congruent. We are proving, we are kind of checking. So if two figures are congruent, then there's like sides, measurements, everything will be equal. So we are just checking here. Okay. Now I can say that the third angle will also be equal because the sum of angles is 180, and since we have got two angles, one is 30 degree, other is some 77, right? 77 or 78. Let's take it as 77 degree. Then this is also 77 degree. So this angle and this angle will be equal by the angle sum property. So in this triangle, this angle will be, what will be this angle? So that will be 180 minus 107, right? So here also that will be the angle. So we can say here all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal, hence the triangle is congruent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell me the congruence of these two triangles? Can you write it? Can you tell me? So triangle ABC is congruent to? Tell me. Triangle. Who can tell me?
Triangle PQR.
Angle Q.
Oh, is that PQR? So angle A should corresponds to angle P. Is that true?
No, ma'am.
Yes. No, ma'am.
No, it is not correct, right?
Sides.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell me, triangle ABC is corresponding to?
Angle QPR, ma'am.
Triangle QPR. Okay, let's see. So angle A.
Angle QPR, ma'am.
Yes, triangle QPR. So angle A is corresponding to angle Q, that is correct. Angle B is angle B to angle P, so that is also correct. Angle C will be corresponding to angle R. Yes. So AB is corresponding to, yeah, AB is corresponding to PQ or QP we can write, no problem. And BC is corresponding to, so BC is, yeah, BC is corresponding to PR and AC is corresponding to
QR, ma'am.
QR. So this is correct.
QR, ma'am.
Yes. So these two triangles are congruent. Now let's check if this is correct, or this, if two sides and the including angle is given, then is that true for all, in all cases will that triangles be congruent? Okay, let's check that. Okay, now so here I have, so this angle B and angle B dash is 65.42, okay, and we are going to place this triangle inside here, and we are going to check whether AB is equal to A dash B dash and BC is equal to B dash C dash, okay. So let's see. Now, So I am going to place A over A dash. So when do you think they will correctly fit?
Ma'am, you want to place the B dash at the B.
Yeah, I have to. Okay, sorry. What did I do? Okay, I am going to place it there. Okay, they are correctly fitting. So what does that mean? So here the sides,
That's congruent, ma'am.
yeah, they are congruent. Yes, they are congruent.
Same
So
angle, ma'am.
even if I change this angle, so if I change this angle, okay, let me change this angle to be some 46 degrees. Now let me again place this here.
Again, it fit correctly, ma'am.
Again it will fit
None of them
correctly.
are congruent, ma'am.
Yeah, so why do you think they are fitting
Yes, ma'am.
correctly? Because the sides,
Ma'am,
yeah,
the size is in the correct way, ma'am. The degrees also in correct way, ma'am.
yeah, the
Correct,
sides
ma'am.
and the
The
including angle are equal here. So they are corresponding. So even if I,
size is
yeah,
same, ma'am.
yes, even if I change the side length or the angle, so when we are given two sides and their including angle, they will be always corresponding. The two triangles will be always congruent. So not corresponding, they will be congruent. Now, so here, yeah, it is coming up. Okay, so here let's see. Yeah. So here this first I will take this side and place it over this side. Okay. Let me keep it like this. Yeah. And then I will take this angle and this side and place it here. So let's check whether they are congruent figures. Okay. So yes. Now I have placed it there. See, the sides are equal. Now I am taking the angle as well as the other side and then placing it here. So they are correctly fitting. Now I am placing the whole triangle. So what can you see from this?
They're
They
congruent.
are congruent, ma'am.
Yeah, they are congruent.
The two sides is congruent.
Yes, I couldn't hear that. Can you repeat?
And the two triangles are congruent.
Yes, the two triangles are congruent. So whenever you are given two sides as well as the including angle of two triangles and they are equal and said that they are equal, then the triangles will be congruent. So is that clear for all? So here yes, here I have something. Okay, here this angle and this angle are equal, but the lengths of the sides are not equal. Okay, so I am going to place this angle, this small triangle, the pink triangle above this green triangle. Okay, let's see if that fits. See, it is fitting, but they are not congruent, right?
Yes, ma'am, they are not congruent.
Now, so you can see
And
that,
the problem is left, ma'am, in the big triangle.
yeah, some part is left out. So you can see that here the side of this green triangle is A and B. So the sides which we consider right now, they are A and B. Here it is KA and KB in the pink one, right? So if I give the value 1, what will happen? If I give the value K to be 1, so what do you think will happen? Will the triangles coincide? Will they be congruent? Let's check.
No,
No,
ma'am,
ma'am, they will not be congruent, ma'am.
They won't be congruent? Okay, then let's see that.
again some part will left, ma'am.
Okay, let's see that. Now, are they congruent? Are they congruent, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, they are congruent.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
why do you think they are congruent now?
Because there is included angle, ma'am, and there are some two sides.
Ma'am,
Yes. So
the
here
triangle is fitting.
triangle
Two other
is,
sides are not equal, ma'am. Now they are equal.
yeah, yes, all your answers are correct. So here in the pink triangle, so in the pink triangle the sides were KA and KB. So KA is nothing but K into A. Okay. So K is some constant. So I have given, okay, K is variable here. So I have given K 1, the value 1. So what is the side here? KA becomes 1A, that is equal to A. So the side A and this side will coincide perfectly. Since you already know these angles are equal, so the included angle is equal. Similarly, KB becomes B. So that's why here the triangles are congruent or they are fitting properly. Okay.
Ma'am, but you didn't say the measurement of B, no, ma'am. KB.
Yeah, that's also same, right? So if I give the value K 1, what happens to KB? What will be KB? K into B. Give the value 1 to K in KB, in the product KB. So then what happens to that side? What will be the measurement of that side?
B, ma'am, or 1B.
Yeah, 1B or B, right? So KA becomes 1 into A, which is equal to A, and KB becomes 1 into B, which is equal to B. So now look, so A, B, B, and this angle is same. So that's why these triangles are congruent. So we state this property generally as SAS congruence rule. So yes, sorry, now I need to. Yes. Okay, I'm so sorry. So we have seen all these things. Now, so we will state this generally as a axiom. So it is nothing but SAS congruence rule. So what does that say? What do you think that will be saying? So here we have SAS. Yeah, tell me. So two triangles are congruent. Yes, someone was saying something. Yes, Ramya, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. In the words, we can say SS congruence rule by ma'am. When there is a side, ma'am, which was included, and also there is a two sides, ma'am. That triangle is said to be congruent, ma'am. And there is equal sides, ma'am, not a side simply. There are equal sides, ma'am. When there is a equal sides and included angle, then the triangle said to be congruent, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
So
can I try?
yes, please. Yeah, Harika.
Yes, ma'am. The two sides, so the two sides are the included angle of one triangle.
Mm-hmm.
If the triangles are congruent, then
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Then the two sides are the included angle of one triangle is equal to the other triangle two sides and the included angle, ma'am.
Yes. So this rule states that two triangles will be congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle. So you were trying, yeah, it was correct. So here you can just remember. So side, SAS stands for side, angle and side. So the angle is inside, right? So you can try that. 1 second, children. Yes. So is this rule clear for all?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Swatika, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Swatika, can you read? Can you read this congruence rule? Okay, what happened to her? Okay, Supraja, can you read?
Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please read.
Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle.
Yes, please make a note of this. So this is nothing but SAS congruence rule. Okay, now let's do a problem. It's very simple. So using this congruency rule, we can say that two triangles are congruent. So okay, in the figure OA, okay, let me do this. So OA, okay, OA is equal to OB. So these two sides are equal and OD is equal to OC. Now we need to show that these two triangles are congruent. So how will you show that these two triangles are congruent? What can you do to show that these two triangles are congruent?
Ma'am, I have one idea.
Yeah.
We have
Ma'am, they already intimate that OA equal to OB and OD equal to OC, no ma'am?
Yes.
And they already gave that the two sides in a triangle are equal, ma'am.
Yes.
And we know the one axiom, ma'am, that is SAS congruence, ma'am, rule, ma'am.
Yes. To
So,
apply that, we need an included angle, right? So here,
As I want to show that angle even if equal to angle O, ma'am.
okay, Jafnavi was telling something. What is that, Jafnavi?
Ma'am, I'm telling that we are having even angle.
Yeah, they are having even angle, but we need to say that they are equal.
By vertically opposite
No,
angles,
vertically.
ma'am.
Yeah, by vertically opposite angles, we can prove that these two angles, that is, I am saying this angle and this angle are equal, and by SAS rule, yes, yes, that's correct, that's good, that's the way you can.
Say that two,
Uh,
ma'am
we
by
can
the
say that
axiom.
two triangles.
If we prove
okay, I'll give chance to Jafnavi and Supraja. 1 second, Jafnavi, can you continue?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here we are having two sides and one angle.
Yes.
So we can say that the triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, ma'am.
Yes, yes, correct. Now, yeah, Supraja was saying something. What is that, Supraja?
same thing, ma'am.
Yeah, so your answers are correct. That's how we are going to prove this. So we are given that OA equal to OB and OD equal to OC. So now we need to prove that these triangles are congruent, as they were saying, as your friends were telling me. So we are going to use this. So we know that angle COB is equal to angle AOD. So how is that? How are these angles equal? So angle COB, that is this angle, so how can you say these angles are equal?
By
Ma'am,
vertical,
when
Yeah, by vertically opposite angles. So we can say that the angles are equal and the sides are given to be equal. So two sides and an included angle are equal in both the triangles. Hence the triangles are congruent by SAS congruence rule. Is that clear for all?
yes, ma'am.
Now we need to prove the second part, that is AD is parallel to BC. So we need to prove that these two are parallel. Now how can we prove that? Anyone having any idea? So we have proved that triangle. So this triangle AOD. Okay, what was that? Yeah, AOD is.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Why should we, ma'am? By the axiom we have learned that if we prove two sides, it's enough, no, ma'am, to say that two triangles are congruent.
Yeah, we have already proved that. Yes, I just restated that. So we right now we have these triangles are congruent, but we need to prove that AD is parallel to BC. So how will we do that? So this is the second part of the question. That is, we need to show that this AD is parallel to BC. How will we prove this?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Harika.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if two lines should be parallel, then we have three statements, ma'am. We have studied in the last class.
Yes, we can
Last
use
chapter.
that. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Corresponding angles were equal, ma'am.
Corresponding angle should be equal as.
Alternate interior angles are equal, ma'am.
Yes, alternate interior angles should be equal as.
So here if we see these two triangles were congruent, no, ma'am. We have proved it already.
Yes, yes, we have proved it already.
So angle BCO is alternate. Angle BCO and angle ADO are correspond alternate interior angles, ma'am.
Okay, this angle and this angle, yes, they are alternate
They were
interior.
equal, no, ma'am. They are equal.
Yeah, they are equal. Why are they equal?
Congruent triangles. So the angles they are the corresponding angles, ma'am.
They are the corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, and by that we can say that these angles are equal. And since they are alternate interior angles, we can say that the lines are.
They are parallel.
Yes, the lines are parallel. Yes, that's the correct explanation. And Ramya, how can we use linear pair axiom here? We cannot use that, right? We need to prove that these two lines are parallel. So as Harika was saying, we can either show that the corresponding angles are equal, or the alternate interior angles are equal, or the other one, that is, but that will be kind of, that co-interior angles are supplementary, but that will be kind of difficult here. So the easiest way here to prove these two lines are parallel is that we need to just prove that the alternate interior angles are equal. So when we look at the alternate interior angles, they are already equal. So why are they equal? By the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Since the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are equal, these angles are equal. And now these angles are alternate interior angles for the line segments AD and BC, and by the converse of the theorem which we have studied in the last chapter, we can say that AD is parallel to BC. Now is this clear for all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, can you state SA's congruence rule? What does SA's mean? SA's congruence rule, you can just tell me.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can I, ma'am?
Yes, Ramya, please tell me.
When there is a equal sides which have included angle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent triangles, ma'am, by CPCT.
Ma'am, can I try?
Yes, 1 minute. So Ramya was trying to say it, yes, good, but the words didn't come up properly, so it's not by CPCT and all. Okay, Harika, try.
Yes, ma'am. Two triangles are said to be congruent if the two sides of a triangle are included angle were
Yes.
equal to the two sides and included angle of the other triangle.
Yes, good. So when you talk about congruence rule, you need to say that whether it is for triangles or something else. So if it is for triangles, so how many triangles? So here we are looking at two triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and the included angle of other triangle, then we can say that the angles are congruent. I'm sorry, the triangles are congruent. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So, is this clear for all? Okay, now I have a homework for you. Or can we solve this? This is very simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will give you 1 minute. Quickly tell me how can we solve this. So, we need to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD.
Ma'am, BC and BD are equal, ma'am.
Okay, BC and BD are BC and BD. How do you say that they are equal?
Ma'am, first we have to prove it.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I?
Okay, who wants to try?
Ma'am, as
Ma'am, I
AC
just
is
want to
equal to
try.
AD, ma'am, we got one.
Ma'am, can I?
Someone else was also trying. Harika, who was that? Ah, okay. So, I got that answer. AC is equal to AD. That is the given part. Yes, Harika, you please continue.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if a triangle if two triangles should be congruent by SAS criteria, we can say,
Yeah.
or we can say that these two triangles were equal, ma'am, because we are having AC and AD
Mm.
were equal, ma'am.
Okay.
And AB is the common side of two triangles, ma'am.
Okay, this
so
is
that
common.
is equal to that AD, ma'am. That is equal.
Okay. By SAS criteria, we can prove.
And the included angles are also equal, ma'am.
Why the included angles are equal? So, included angles are,
bisecting CAD, ma'am.
yes. So, angle A is bisected by AB. So, here we are given that AB bisects angle A. So, what can we write from that? Angle?
So angle CAB is equal to angle BAD, ma'am.
Yes, angle CAB is equal to angle BAD.
So by SAS criteria, we can say that they are congruent. The two triangles are congruent, ma'am.
Yes, by SAS criteria.
As they are congruent, BC and BD are equal, ma'am. They are the corresponding parts.
Yes, good. So, is that clear for all children? So, here we were given that AC and AD are equal and AB. So, when you consider these two triangles, AB is the common. So, there are two sides which are equal, and now we need to prove that these angles were equal. So, there is a condition which is given that, so this AB is bisecting this angle A. So, bisecting means it is making this angle into two equal halves. Hence, we can say that angle CAB is equal to angle BAD, and by our SAS criteria we can say that these two triangles are congruent. And now, what can you say about BC and BD? Since the triangles are congruent, BC and BD will be equal. Yes, they will be equal by CPCT. So, corresponding parts of congruent triangles will be equal. Okay, good. So, I will keep a picture of this home assignment. You can do it. Okay, children. Is there anyone having any doubt?
No, man, it's clear, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye.